5 girls met rich men for the first time, and instantly agreed to follow them to a small island. On the island all their food, clothes and housing were provided by the tycoons. They didn't bring any luggage, including makeup, perfume and clothes. Everything was arranged on the island. They even had people constantly pouring them drinks, and there were also some drugs. They accepted everything without the slightest hesitation, and even thought they were incredibly lucky. Even though the island cut the power every night and confiscated their phones, they didn't care at all. This is the 2025 latest horror film Rescue Blink Twice. The heroine Frida is a bar server. At a fundraising gala held by tech mogul Slater, she and her bestie Jess ditched their usual plain look and put on evening gowns, then snuck into the event. Because at last year's fundraising gala, Frida and Slater had met once. He once said he liked her nail art, so this year Frida wanted to try her luck, to see if she could win the CEO's favor again. Sure enough, this time Frida once again caught Slater's attention. Slater also fell for this special girl at first sight. After the banquet ended, he invited Frida to go with him to his private island. This made Frida overjoyed, and she boarded the flight to the island with her bestie. After arriving on the island, Frida was stunned by the paradise-like scenery, and thought this would be a magical dream trip. Little did she know a nightmare was waiting for her. The first thing after stepping onto the island, everyone was required to hand over their phones. Although reluctant, Frida and Jess still obeyed the rules of these rich men. Frida moved into the luxury suite arranged by Slater. After taking a comfy bath, she sprayed the perfume prepared in the room. At that moment a cleaning lady suddenly appeared behind her, and the moment she saw Frida she called her Red Little Bunny. But Frida was completely confused by that name. The lady also showed a strange expression. Frida and her bestie put on the clothes prepared in the room. Even though they felt the clothes were weird, they just thought it was the style of rich people. On the way they ran into the other 3 girls, all wearing the same white dress. Then they chatted and laughed as they headed to the pool party. Besides them, there was also a young guy who came here for the first time, and found everything new and exciting. There was also a girl named Annie, who caught Frida's attention. She had been on a wilderness survival show, and seemed to have impressive skills. Slater told Frida the island had a unique red flower, and the perfume in her room was made from this flower. And they also raised many chickens, had their own herb garden, and hired people to hunt pests all the time. The lady they saw earlier was killing venomous snakes. That night they changed into brand new gowns, and sat around a long table to have dinner. Because the island's generator was broken, they lit candles all over the hall. While eating, Frida accidentally got red wine on her dress, which made her extremely embarrassed. During a break the rich men began their usual ritual, and made everyone there take ecstasy. They drank and partied until late at night, but when Frida got back to her room, she was shocked to find the wine stain on her dress had disappeared. And just like that, day after day, sunshine during the day, wild partying at night, they spent their time on this paradise-like island. And Frida and Slater's relationship grew deeper. Slater still loved Frida's nail art as always. The next day, with Slater's introduction, Frida met the therapist Ricky, who showed up at the gala that night. Back then she jokingly told him that if she was in danger she would blink twice. That line made Ricky remember her. This time he came to the island to treat Slater. Because Slater had childhood trauma, Ricky became an essential figure in Slater's life. But before long, strange things kept happening on the island. Jess often lent out her lighter and kept losing it, and joked she should write her name on it. And Cody's treasured Japanese sword suddenly disappeared. That night while everyone was singing and dancing, Jess suddenly screamed and ran toward them, saying she was bitten by a poisonous snake. Since there was no doctor on the island, Slater simply rinsed her wound, and said the snake was venomous, but not deadly. After everyone left, Jess broke down and said she wanted to leave, and she had already felt something was wrong with the island. But Frida was very satisfied with everything here. She was no longer a lowly server, and could enjoy everything the rich enjoyed. She couldn't bear to leave.